Right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut the canvas. The canvas is jute scrim or hessian, and it's put in the corners for reinforcement. Okay? There are various ways of cutting the canvas. What we're going to do now is I'm going to measure out 10 foot, which is the length of the corners that we're doing. And then I'll show you how to cut it down into laps and ropes. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 10 foot. I've already got a pre-marked mark on the bench for 1 metre. So we've got 1, 2, 3. When you come, the canvas has got strings going across it. To get a nice neat line, if you pull out 2 strings, then pull them through, what that will do, that will gather the canvas up and fall apart. So what we do, we need to pull the 2 strings out, pull them together, and as you can see, it's pulled it right the way across. So you just get your canvas knife, be careful with this because they're very sharp, cut it across, and then what you've got a nice straight line ready for the next cast. Okay? So now what you do now, you fold the canvas up. On the canvas you've got a white string down one edge. Then what you do, you make sure you fold down the length of that string. You're folding it in half all the time. So now when you've done that, you can now cut it. When you measure the canvas, or how much canvas you need to go across the corners, you put in the middle, but you have equals the either sides of the stripe. So what this shows is I want it in the middle. I've got enough turning to cover this side of the corners. So I want the same again to come over there. On this particular cornice, it works out half the width. So then all we do, again, if we cut it down the middle, what that will give me is called a half width, full length mould. Okay? So just to show you how that works, if I put it on the mould, as you can see, it's a half width, nice straight ends, equal over either side. So as you fold it in, it will come like that, then that bit will come in there, and that's how that's made. So now with the other half of the width, we need ropes. Now what ropes are, is they go under the lath reinforcements. And what that's to do is to take up any void and also to give it some strength. So again, because I want a 10 foot length, we know this canvas is 10 foot, the way it is folded, if I cut it across there, then that will give me a 10 foot quarter width rope. So now what that shows is there is your 10 foot width rope. Okay? And then what a rope does is we soak that in these what they call seconds, which we'll be going into later. You soak that in plaster and you will put that underneath, along the strike edge, strike off, underneath the lath, and that gives helps strengthen the cornice. Okay? Right, now the other offcut, what we're going to use now is we need things called laps, and these are strips of canvas going over the cornice, and this is to give the canvas reinforcing across its girth. Okay? When we're cutting it long ways, if we now turn it and cut it sideways to the width that we actually require on this particular cornice, so when you cut it, what this in turn will do will give you loads and loads of separate small pieces of canvas, okay, which is ideal for a lap. And the idea is when you get the lap, you turn it over, you soak it in plaster, you turn it so you've got a nice sturdy lap to turn in and give you what they call a bracket on the back of the cornice. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to move on. Now we've got all the canvas ready, we've got our laths ready, we've got the strike offs ready.